Hi, this is Enrique with Russell Tree Experts, an arborist community expert, and this is Chainsaw Maintenance and Safety.
Before using your chainsaw, it must first be inspected. Check the trigger lock, chain catcher, chain brake, rear and front handles, starter cord, anti-vibration mount, and overall body for any damaged parts or loose screws. Open the cover leading to the clutch and chain area and clean it if needed with compressed air. At least once a week, you should remove the bar and chain from the saw. Then, clean the bar's grooves, check for and remove any burrs, and ensure the oil ports are clear and not restricted. Sharpen the chainsaw chain if necessary. If you do not know how to sharpen a chain, please refer to How to Sharpen a Chainsaw Chain video for more information. Next, check the air filter and clean it by lightly tapping it against a hard surface. Lastly, check the gas and bar and chain oil levels and fill it up to the top. Only use 50:1 saw gas when filling the gasoline tank of the chainsaw. To start a chainsaw, first engage the chain brake. Then engage the choke and press the compression release button. After this, you may start the saw. One way to safely start a saw is by placing it on the ground with your foot over the rear handle, with one hand on the front handle and with your other hand on the starter cord. Another way is by placing the rear handle of the saw firmly between your legs with one hand on the front handle and your other hand on the starter cord. Regardless, do not drop start the chainsaw as you could easily lose control of the chainsaw once it has started. When pulling the starter cord, pull it up briskly and sharply and then guide the starter cord slowly back towards the saw body. During a cold start, you may have to pull the starter cord a few times. Once the chainsaw has been started, disengage the choke, release the chain brake, and then pull the trigger to use the chainsaw. When using a chainsaw, there are many precautions to take for maximum safety and performance. Follow all personal protective equipment or PPE procedures when operating a chainsaw. This includes wearing chainsaw pants or chainsaw chaps. Maintain a stable body position while operating a chainsaw and avoid standing on slippery or uneven ground. Use the chainsaw slightly off-centered with two hands at all times to reduce the risk of injury in the event you lose control. Avoid cutting with the kickback zone portion of the chainsaw as you can easily lose control and significantly increase the risk of injury. When you are not actively using the chainsaw, engage the chain brake or turn off the engine. This includes when walking more than 2 steps with the chainsaw or when setting it down. To shut off the chainsaw, disengage your finger from the trigger. Wait for the chain to stop spinning and then engage the chain brake. Flip the switch to the off position and then place the scabbard over the bar and chain. You may then transport the chainsaw with the front handle close to your body and with the bar facing backward. The next step in your training process is to meet with a crew leader or production manager to get hands-on experience using a chainsaw.